What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1994 movie With Honors. So, convinced that he'll graduate with honors because of his thesis paper, a stuffy Harvard student finds his paper being held hostage by a homeless man who might be the guy to school the young man in life. So, this is a really great movie. I absolutely love this movie. I have it ever since I saw it for the first time about 10 years ago or so. Or no, it's been more than 10 years, about 15 years ago. I saw this movie for the first time and I just fell in love with it. It's one of my favorite movies with Brendan Fraser and one of my favorite Joe Pesci movies as well, because Joe Pesci just steals the show in this movie. He's absolutely amazing in here, and Brendan Fraser is great too. He really gives a great performance as well, and I think the chemistry between the two of them is really good. Moira Kelly, Patrick Dempsey, and John Hamilton are all excellent in their roles too. They all fit their roles really well, especially Patrick Dempsey. He's just really likable and charming in this movie. He's really funny and stuff. He brings the comedic relief in here and he does a good job. But John Hamilton is also kind of funny too. Is this guy who doesn't really like him and everything, but he gets a good character development and redemption by the end of the movie and everything, which I'm a sucker for redemption arcs and everything. But he was never really a bad person. He's just not really all for them letting this homeless man stay with them and everything, which I guess is understandable too. There's going to be someone that doesn't want that and everything, but I do get where he's coming from. But by the end of the movie he comes around and kind of gets a little bit of a redemption arc. Not that he really needed a huge one, but you know what I mean. And Moira Kelly is just really good too. Her chemistry with Brendan Fraser is really good, and they work really good together. Only thing is, every time she talks and everything, all I can hear and see is Nala from The Lion King. But she does a good job. And the story is really great. I love the story and everything. I think it's got a really good heart to it and everything. And it's just a really good story about unlikely friendship and everything, and you learn about life and stuff. You don't get movies like this very often anymore. It's kind of reminiscent of Dead Poet Society in a lot of ways and everything, except instead of a teacher, it's a homeless man teaching these group of college kids and stuff, and it works really good and everything. And I love the look and feel of the movie too. It has some really beautiful cinematography and it just has that 90s feel to it, and it works really good and everything. So the look and the feel of the movie is great, and the movie has some really great emotional moments too. There's some really sad moments in here, especially when Joe Pesci goes to visit his son for the first time in years and everything, and his son doesn't want anything to do with him. Joe Pesci's performance in that scene is just absolutely great. He does such a great job in there, and I love the friendship between Brendan Fraser and Joe Pesci. It's just really good. And even though there's not a lot of humor in this movie, the humor is really good. Most of it revolves around a chicken and Patrick Dempsey's character and stuff. And there were some crazy things. There was a really funny moment where they're eating chicken and Joe Pesci and Brendan Fraser realizes that the chicken is Patrick Dempsey's chicken, and you think that he was going to be all mad and stuff, but actually he's relieved and grows to like Joe Pesci's character even more. And that's why I love this movie so much. It's just the characters are so likable and they're so good to each other and everything. And this movie just has a lot of heart. I absolutely love this movie. It's a really great one. If you're a fan of Brendan Fraser or Joe Pesci, I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's a very underrated movie. It never gets talked about and everything, but if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it and everything. It's a really good movie. It's one of those rare movies that I can't think of anything wrong with it and everything. I like it enough that I'd go as far to say I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a really great movie. So, all in all, With Honors is a movie that I really think you should watch if you haven't seen it and everything. It's a really, really good time. It's kind of a slow movie, but it's not too slow. Like, it's only an hour and 40 minutes, and it goes by pretty fast and everything, but it is a slow burn movie and everything as far as the storytelling goes, but it's not poorly paced or anything like that. So it's a good movie. So I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of the movie With Honors, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.